Serious story, man. You guys take care, man. Choose wise, man. Choose wise. Not all women are equal, man. Not all women are equal. Hey, how you guys doing, man? Smoothly here. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. I said I'm gonna go ahead and put my big head on this video here today, man. All right, man. Let me stop joking around. But on a serious note, though, hey, listen, man. I want to thank all you guys coming back watching my videos. I truly appreciate you guys very much. And, if you really haven't subscribed to the channel yet and you're watching my videos, subscribe, man. And please give the videos that you're watching a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Don't matter what it is, man. I read all the comments, could be positive, negative, really don't matter. It'll help the channel either way. But, it's early in the morning here. I figure, this is a story that I really wanted to share, you know, with a lot of you guys, man. I really need to share this story. It was a little troubling to me from what I really saw, yesterday, and I'm just going to jump straight into this story here. You know, um, for a lot of men, who are living abroad, I know, man, you get to a certain age, you're still alive, man. You still want to live. You want that attention. You want attention from someone. So you can't get it in your home country. So you tend to look elsewhere outside of the US or whatever country that you're really living in. And reason why I think it's important that I say this here is that, every man have a choice of the woman that he chooses to be with. Don't really matter. Don't matter if she's a city girl, if she's a province girl, if she doesn't really have common sense or anything. Hey, if this is the person that you really find to be the person that you want to be with, hey man, then that's all on you, man. But yesterday we came from an outing, and we came back to the building here in Cebu, and my wife wanted to run upstairs, grab a few items while I stayed downstairs in the taxi. We use the same taxi driver. He lives next door to my wife's mother. So we use him all the time when we're running around here in Cebu doing the things that we're doing out here. But as I was sitting in the cab with my daughter, talking to the taxi driver, just chit-chatting about this, chit-chatting about that, I saw this lady. She walked up to the car and, she looked a little puzzled. But then she opened the cab door and she looked in, she saw me and my daughter and, the taxi driver. So she looked at me with a funny look on her face. So the cab driver turned to her and asked her, well, can I help you? What can I help you with? She started explaining to him in their language that she was in a taxi with, a gentleman that she was with. I don't know if it's the husband, fiance, or whatever. I didn't ask, not my business, to really ask. She said he just came from the airport. She met him at the airport and he put all his luggage in the back of the cab and they drove over to the building. But then when they got to the building, they got out of the cab and forgot all the luggage in the back of the cab. I'm like, who the hell does that, man? It really don't make any sense, you know? So the cab driver relayed this information to me. I said to him, I said, well, is there any way that you can find out which cab it was? He said, I can, but I need to know the cab number. Me as a concerned person, I got out of the taxi, walk into the building. I saw the lady sitting next to the left with a gentleman, older gentleman, looked like he was maybe 70, could be younger, could be older. Nowadays days, you can't really tell. But, he looks a little tired, really, really tired. So I went up to him, introduced myself, tell him who I really was. And I said to him, I said, do you remember which taxi, you were in? Do you remember a number or anything like that? He said, no. He said, all I want to do is just go to sleep. I said, sir, is there anything that you can remember to actually help me so I can go tell the taxi driver, a description of the person? Not all Filipinos look alike, man. I know some of you guys are going to say, all Filipinos look alike, just like they say all black folks look alike. That's a whole bunch of bull garbage. He said, no, I really couldn't tell you anything. He said, I thought his lady was going to assist him with carrying you know, the luggage. He's an old, frail, older gentleman. So, the lady, she was talking, but her language was broken and I couldn't really understand. So I went to the front desk and I asked the lady behind the desk, I said, is there any way you can help me, translate what this lady is really saying to me? Lo and behold, what the lady said to me that was behind the desk, she said, this lady, she herself didn't know anything. I can't tell you how old the lady was because the way, she presented with her makeup and stuff, everything just looked, a little not right. She said, she's a province lady. She really don't know much. She's really never been to the city before. First time she's been to the city was taking the bus to meet the guy at the airport, then to take the cab to come here to the building. Lo and behold, the doorman who opens the door, he got involved in the conversation, but he remembered the cab that they came out of, and he was able to tell me a cab number. He actually did remember the cab number. So I went outside to the taxi driver, told him exactly what the cab number was. He made a phone call. I heard a chatter, 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 that was going back and forth. Couldn't really understand. Lo and behold, found a taxi and didn't know what happened after that. We went over to my wife, mom, hang out for the day, came back home late last night. When I came in, the doorman was still there at the door, and he said to me, the people, they got their luggage. The taxi driver did bring their luggage back, and the man got his luggage. Because who knows what that man probably had in those suitcase. Could be his medication, could be everything. The only thing that I saw that he had was a little pouch bag. Most likely, those had to be his passport and, just little papers that he had to show coming on the way over here, to the Philippines. But he said to me when the taxi driver came, he held the bag for ransom. They had to pay for his time to come all the way back over here to return the suitcase. Hey, man, whatsoever he had to do for that man to get his bag, he had to do. So it was good news. The man got his bag. But what I really wanted to say here, man, if you're going to find you a woman, you need to find you a woman, especially in a foreign country that you come into, you really don't know much about. You need to find you a woman who can assist you in certain situation when it's really needed. You don't need a woman who's just going to follow you step by step. You're going to need a woman to say, hey, wait a minute. Something is not right here. This is my man, or this is going to be my future man, my future husband. I have to make sure that he's okay. This lady didn't do any of that. They just got out the cab was paid, walked into the building, was standing at the front desk, realized there was no suitcase. So this woman was just in lockstep with this man, not even stopping to think what she has to do to assist this man. Find you a woman that can really help you, man. Find you a woman that can really assist you in certain situations. Hey, man, I'm not really knocking anyone at all. I know not everyone has brains. I know there's a lot of people who live in the province areas and they never ever leave the province. They're not really exposed to a lot of things. But I hated to see that man in the situation that he was in yesterday because he was just tired. He just seemed like he really didn't have the energy. He seemed like he was just so frustrated without someone helping him. So I figure, as a fellow human being, and yeah, he's an American, so it makes it more easier, man. I gotta help my fellow Americans, man. Even though sometimes some of them they don't really love me, man. But it is what it is. Find you a woman that can really assist you. Find you a woman that can really help you when you need that help. Because remember, you are coming to a strange land. You don't know the layout. You don't know how everything maneuvers here. You need someone who can at least assist you when things pop up like this situation here. I felt like really sharing the story here this early in the morning because I say, there's a lot of things that we're going to be doing later on. And most likely, by the time I come back here, I don't even want to tell this story no more, man. But the moral of the story is he got his bags. You had to pay for the guy to bring him back. But it is what it is. Find you a woman that can really assist you, man. Trust me. That's very, very important. But anyway, hope the story here helps somebody, man. You guys always know what it is with me, man. It is always peace and love, man. Peace and love. Yeah, this big head guy, you don't look bad, man. You don't look bad. Hey, peace on out, man. I like playing around. But, serious story, man. Be aware of who you're looking to date in a foreign country. Peace and love, man. Peace and love.